Hi, everybody, and welcome to my new show called Why This Song, where I basically talk about songs that I find very interesting, and for some reason or another, I think they are worth talking about. Most of these songs will be some hidden gems from these popular artists. What I mean by that is that they might be songs that are not popular by some artists, but that I find very interesting. And maybe if the cards played out differently, maybe these songs would be bigger than their biggest hits. Who's to say? But I do believe that every artist that we can think of has some hidden gems that we can definitely talk about and learn from and appreciate. One of these songs is a song by Dave Matthews Band, and it's called Stay or Leave. Now, I can't remember the exact time. I can't really pinpoint it exactly when is the first time I've heard this song. I do know that nobody has recommended it to me. I do know that nobody has played it for me. I've just probably found it scrolling to YouTube somehow, and I'm pretty sure it was at night and probably during a messy breakup or something because this song resonated with me immediately. But I've listened to a bunch of versions of this song, studio version, a lot of live performances, and there's this one performance that I just find better than all of the rest. It's the performance with Dave Matthews and Tim Reynolds, I believe. And this performance is just magical. It's perfectly played. Dave is singing incredibly. And one thing about Dave Matthews is I don't really know a lot of his songs. I know maybe in total 3 or 4 songs, and those I really love. But what I know is that he's an incredible, first of all, songwriter, like lyricist, just amazing storyteller, pretty solid, like vocalist. Dude can sing a lot of different things. Although some people maybe can say that he has a funny voice, I don't think so. I think his voice is pretty great for what he does. And one thing that I definitely can like say about him is that he's a great rhythm guitar player. I don't think of him as a really solo guitar player, but then again, I didn't really listen to many of his songs. But what I do know is that his rhythm playing is so crazy. It's like even those people that I know about Dave Matthews and that are guitarists will say, dude, he has some rhythms that are very hard to play and sing at the same time. And even with Tim Reynolds, like backing him up and playing different melodies on top of that, arpeggios and stuff like that, those two have a perfect combination. That's something that you just have to listen to, and it definitely teleports you into another place. Now, I would definitely recommend that performance. I love it infinitely better than the studio version. For some reason, the studio version just doesn't hit me that much. I don't know why. I think it's a bit slower. It just doesn't have that. I don't feel the guitars as much in that version, but this acoustic version is incredible. What I like to do with this series is talk about the lyrics, especially because that's what I really am passionate about. I really love good storytelling, and music is just the perfect medium for that. And that's what I love to share with my friends and with my students. But for some reason, on YouTube, music channels are not really talking about lyrics too much. They're usually focused on chord progressions, melodies, rhythms, which are all, of course, foundations and incredible stuff. And we should talk about that as well. But lyrics, in my opinion, are at the top. Like people, when they go to a concert, they sing lyrics, they sing along to the melody. How many people can play a guitar solo from Bohemian Rhapsody? Maybe not too many in this world, but there are way more people that can sing from start to finish every line that Freddie has sung. There are some details in these lyrics that I believe nobody would think of unless they were going through this in real life. The whole song is basically him reminiscing about stuff he did with his love in the past. So many details like where they went, what they did, and how they thought about life. But it's interesting, like, he loves this person so much that he's actually advising her to leave, although he doesn't want that. There are reasons for this, and I'm going to talk about just some of the details that I find so beautiful. For example, he sings about swimming in the river at midnight when it was shivering cold, and they've touched the bottom with muddy toes. Now, I don't think nobody would put in muddy toes unless they really felt muddy toes sometimes swimming in a river late at night and midnight. Like, I can think of a million different things that I would remember, but muddy toes, probably not unless that was really important for some reason for him. Maybe that's the reason, like, when he thinks of muddy toes, he just feels the shivers down his spine and he thinks, oh man, that was such a good time. So bad it's not really happening again. He misses that. It's something that you can only feel when you're truly in love. Some details, like I remember certain temperatures when I was so in love, especially like when I was younger, when I was just like starting to feel these emotions for the first time. I remember certain temperatures of the atmosphere around me, certain flowers, certain wind blows from which side. I remember those details because they were so important at that time. Whether it was a beautiful love, like perfect and everything was blossoming, or whether it was down the drain, everything was going wrong. I remember every single detail, and I think that's beautiful. That's what makes us human. But let me pinpoint a couple of others. For example, waking up naked, drinking coffee, making plans to change the world while the world is changing them, us. I believe then that when we were all younger, we had this energy, we had this will to change the world. And for some reason or another, probably because of politics as well, but because of getting older, because we have bills now and stuff like that, we lost this energy. We lost this will to do big stuff like that. Like maybe not all of us, maybe some of us are still fighting, but I think I can speak like in general. When you're younger, you just have an ability that you can do anything. And he says like, yeah, it was good love at that time. Like they could do anything. Just one more detail from the lyrics, and I'm going to try to play the song afterwards, although I haven't practiced it. Maybe I played it a couple of times in my life, never perfectly, and it's probably not going to be perfect today as well, but we're going to do it because it's a beautiful song. And imperfections are also kind of okay. We're human. One more thing that he says is, remember, we used to dance and everybody wanted to be you and me. I want to be too. What day is this beside the day you left me? What day is this? So he's basically remembering like they were a perfect couple. Everybody wanted to be like them, everybody admired them. Even he admired them at that point, or maybe as he's reminiscing now, he's admiring that. But what happened? What day is this beside the day you left me? He can't remember if it's Monday, Thursday, Sunday. And I can definitely feel that. Like when you're in a breakup, you don't even know what day it is, what time it is of the day, what date it is of the month, like you completely lost track of time, and you just want that feeling to pass somehow, or you need to fix it, or and most of the time you don't really know what to do. There are ways to deal with it, but none of them is efficient, and none of them is going to fix the problem in a second. And most of the time, although we don't like to hear that, time heals those wounds. Only time. You can try to do everything else, but it's just something that you need to get out of your system with time, you know, baby steps, day by day. I think this song is beautiful for many reasons. Lyrics are definitely one of the most important one. Melody, it's like a lot of arpeggios, especially in this acoustic version. Beautiful chord progression, Dave singing. All in all, this is just, it feels almost kind of simplistic, but it's not. There's so many details, so many little jumps in singing and stuff like that, which make up this song. And I'm going to try to play it for you, hopefully, to show you how I feel about it. And I don't know, if you have time, do listen to the acoustic version. I'm going to leave a link in the pinned comment because I think it's just so beautiful, so powerful. And hopefully, we're going to talk about many more songs in the future like this. But yeah, let's try this song together. Because I've only played it a couple of times, I'm definitely going to cheat a bit and look at the chord charts and stuff like that. But I don't know. Let's see how it goes.
A few minutes later.
Full transparency, this is my fifth take. I didn't get through the first verse in these first four takes, but I have a feeling this will be the one, and I want to do it all in one take. So, whew, let's go. Maybe different, but remember, winters won't tear you and I, kissing whiskey by the fire with the snow outside. When the summer comes, the river swims at midnight, shiver cold, touch the bottom, you and I, with muddy toes. Stay or leave, I want you not to go, but you should. It was good as good. Go Stay or leave, I want you not to go, but you did. Wake up naked, drinking coffee, making plans to change the world. While the world is changing us, it was good, good love. We used to laugh under the covers, maybe not so often now. The way I used to laugh with you was loud and hard. Stay or leave, I want you not to go, but you should. It was good as good goes. Stay or leave, I want you not to go, but you did. So what to do with the rest of today's afternoon? Hey, well, isn't it strange how they changed everything with it? Did I do all that I should? That I could have done? Remember we used to dance, and everyone wanted to be you and me. I want to be too. What day is this besides the day you left me? What day is this besides the day you went? Or what to do with the rest of today's afternoon? Hey, well, isn't it strange how it changed everything with it? Did I do all that I could? Remember we used to dance, and everyone wanted to be you and me. I want to be too. What day is this besides the day you left me? What day is this? There were a couple of mistakes, but I'm gonna have to live with it. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and see you next time.